Okay, that should be good. Yes, my audio should be good now. I need to boost it though. How many? I lost all viewers, it says. I lost all viewers. It just needs to reset. Let's boost this up to 4 decibels. We should be good now with that. But it's still showing that my audio's down. Alright, got the viewers back. Thank you for that. I know that was very, very wrong of me. That was not a good thing to do. But I should be all synced up now. That was just gonna drive me nuts, and I want to make sure I give a pretty decent quality to you guys. So, this does not fit. We need to reprint this. Can you hear me okay now? Is everything all good? I think so. I did not, when I modeled this up, I was not paying attention. There is a lip back here. All good now? Thank you. Again, sorry for that, but I can't put out bad audio and video. I just can't do that to you. So, before we do anything, let's fix this mistake. So we'll finish this sketch and we'll come back in here and we'll do another sketch over top of this. This is just a simple little fix is all this is. Let's do this, go to the center, and what we need to do is we need to find out how far down this is going to go. We'll take it down a little bit farther. Where did my pens go? So we'll take it down to there. So that's our mark. Sync is much better now. Awesome. Like I said, I didn't want to, I don't like shutting it down. I don't like doing that to you guys, but I just want to make sure you guys are having a good audio video. It's just that's a pet peeve of mine, to be honest. So we'll do 26 millimeters. So when we take this down 26 millimeters, we can do that. We'll finish that sketch out. This. Cancel that. We need to get back in that sketch. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do that. Yeah, they do. I do watch my VODs. I do look out for stuff like that. I notice it in my VODs as well. What the fruitcake is going on here? Oh, I completely did that wrong, didn't I? I went to the wrong... That's why it was giving me that problem. I was looking at a new PC the other day. One that's completely dedicated to streaming. But I don't know if I'd be able to work that into the budget or not. That's something that I'd have to wait till no. I'd have to be a lot bigger before I do something like that. That just I do have another PC that I use for video editing. I might switch that out someday. My only issue, it's got a thread ripper in it. I can edit 8K video like it's just. I can edit 8K video like it's 4K on here. It burns through 4K video like it's butter. I should hook that up and see how that performs on streaming. I really should do that. If I do that, I would need a completely. I have a separate audio interface. Yeah, maybe someday. If I get bigger, I'll do that. If I get bigger, I'll switch out that computer, and then get a full-blown audio system. But that's down the road. That's down the road. That's not it. We'll have to see what happens. Right now we make do with what we have. Okay, so we are doing negative 26. And that will get rid of that. So that's 36. What did I say? 36. We only need to take off like. Let's cancel that. Let's cancel that and let's get back into this. We're taking off too much here. Let's take this. If that's 36, and I only need 2. Let's delete that. I do plan on streaming for a while. That's 36. 36 worked out great. 36.5. Let's do that. I think we should be good with that. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to test print it. But I do like streaming. I enjoy coming in here. I enjoy doing stuff. I enjoy sharing it with everybody. So I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I can see myself doing this for quite some time. And if there is ever an opportunity where I could stop doing what I'm doing, like my job wise, and do this full time, I would definitely do it. I would love to do this full time. Okay, so I want to test print this. Let's test print this. Let's take this part here and we'll send it off to the slicer. But like I was saying, I'm far from even considering doing this full time. Way far from that. Far from that. I'm going. That all blended together. I mean, there wasn't any kind of fumble. That just completely went blended together. How do we slice things? Here it is. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. So we'll start there. Get rid of this one. And we will slice this one again. So there it gets small, and there we get big. Perform the cut. then this is the one here we need to get rid of. So this way we can just slice this little ring, and we will see how that fits under the shaft, and then go from there. I think that's be so much. That's only going to take like 60 minutes total, so let's get that going. It's getting a little windy outside. What I should, you know, what a cheaper route might be is if I get another PC, but not a big powerful one, but another one that's, get this one I have again. But now the problem is I upgraded this PC like a month or so ago. This PC has a huge upgrade to it. So if I get one that's a little bit smaller than the performance of this, I can use that strictly for the stream, and then use this PC for my work here. I just have to figure out how to patch everything here into the streaming PC and use the streaming PC strictly for stream. And then all my processing, all my programs and everything else will run off of the main PC, off the other PC. That might work, I don't know. It's always something to think about. There is streaming over a network, yes. I was doing that when I first started streaming a couple years ago. When I was doing my YouTube stuff, streaming on YouTube, I was streaming over a network. Because I had my my shop, I was streaming from my shop on my laptop. Yeah, OBS can handle it. I was streaming using my laptop up in my shop, streaming to my PC down here. And then I was going through my network that way, but I then changed everything, and I ran cabling into my shop. So my shop has this. Yeah, you don't even need a capture card. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Gotta make the blades. We gotta make the blades. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I do that over network when I do stream gaming. Every now and then you'll catch me streaming a video game. I haven't done it for a while. But that's all through network. That goes from my Xbox into the PC, and then from the PC out. I do have a problem when my son, when him and I are both streaming the game. Yeah. I'm surprised how many I follow this duck person where they're streaming just a duck pond, and they have like hundreds of people watching them all the time. I don't get it. It's like you're watching ducks. Hey, whatever works for them. I was in somebody's stream yesterday before I started streaming, I think it was. It was yesterday, sometime yesterday. And they had like 6,000 people watching them. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It was something stupid too. No, that was not the right choice of word to say. It was something that I was just like, what, like, why? But whatever works. Everybody's different. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Back into the. Yeah, they are very popular streams. This stream I was watching yesterday was just I don't know. It was really weird. Let's do an arc. See, I'm trying to make it so it prints off the without supports. Well, that's not going to happen. So we'll do this. No, that's not going to work. What the heck I was thinking? I'm still making them too big. That's too big. Still too big. I think I might have this diameter. Let's go with it. Let's bring everything over to where I need it. Bring this up. We're starting to get somewhere. Oh, the motorcycles are out. I wonder how well that's going to print. Why is bamboo not printing? Oh, guys, saying I get a 3D medic. Vince, how are you doing today? I'm having issues right now. I'm trying to print on a disconnected AMS. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to print on a disconnected AMS. No, it's printing on... I'm gonna cancel this. Try it again. I think I am... It's telling me right here that it's not... that it's printing from my external spool, but I remember when I went to slice it that I did not... I forgot to tell it to disable the AMS. So let's try it again. Okay, how's this gonna look now? I think that would be good. That's small enough. Let's finish this sketch up. Let's extrude this. We need to hide this body. Okay. Say okay with that. And now let's revolve this to see how... Not that much of a pitch to this though. What I'm gonna do is I'll do this off stream. I'll actually design I'll use one of the programs I have to design a blade for this, but we'll use this blade for now just to get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because that is not going to work. We definitely need that to be a lot more aggressive. I want to take a step back on, because it bothered me that I used that word. What I meant by that is the stream that I was in was not appropriate. It's like one of those hot tub things, but it wasn't a hot tub thing, but it was along that line. And they had so many viewers in there, but it was just not an appropriate stream. That's what I meant by that word. It's bothering me. It's bothering me that I said that. Okay. Let's revolve this, shall we? Let's make a bunch of these little things. How many should we make? Let's do the axis. This will just give us an idea of what we're trying to do here. That's too many. One, maybe not. Do a little bit more. it can double back on itself, but as long as it's not, that's still pushing it a little bit far, I think. We'll say 16. That should be okay. That is going to be no, that's not okay. That is going to be a pain in the butt to print. This, I might do this in resin, actually. You know that? We should probably do this in resin. This would be a good model for resin. Yeah, let's do this one in resin. Let's print this in resin. I will use the program that I have, and I'll actually model an actual blade. But yeah, let's do that in resin. But let's just use this concept right now. Let's just use this model just to get an idea of what we need to do. We need to take and make another sketch. We make it on that. Let's change my grid settings back to 1 millimeter. And where is our... This is going to be a little complicated trying to figure this out. Okay, so that line right there. And what did I say this was? 80, I think, right? Yes, 80 was our cutoff point. So actually, we got to take this back a little bit. So we need to take it back a millimeter. .3D Print Shack, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? We are redesigning, trying to make it better from what we learned yesterday. And if that was 80, we're going to go to 79. Let's take it down to 78. That will give me a millimeter on each side. This is going to be the cut for these blades. We can take this all the way out here. We'll be okay with that. That's not important. We're going to take this. Just got home, huh? We're going to cut that, and that will give us our, blades. Now, let's get this back into view. That is our blades. This is not the actual blade we're going to be using, but this will give us an idea. I'll do, this is just a mock-up for the blades. I will go back through and do a better design of the blades. I'll use that program that I recently downloaded, and we'll get an actual blade in here. Next thing is, you can see how these blades are overlapping this. Let's go to this view here. See how these blades are, here's the end of the blade, okay? And then this right here, see this line, this curved line right here, that is that added part that we put in. That is this section right here. And I'll bring that up. That's this little section that we added to it. So this is actually overlapping the blades, which will help prevent blowback. That is the idea anyways. Because the next thing if we need to do is we need to, well, first of all, we need to join all these together. So do the target body, we'll join each one of these together because this needs to be moved. move this 1.5 millimeters. That's 1.5 millimeters. That will give us plenty of clearance there for now. And that's... We got to start thinking about how we're going to assembling this, the assembly, because we're going to have more than one compressor. We're going to have the main one, which we just did, and we're going to add 2 more. And for each one that we add, we're going to shrink it down. We're going to compress it. So, oh crap, I got an ad going on here. I'll be right back. Just a quick second restroom break. Okay, so what do we need to do next? We need to bring up the shell. That's what we need to do. Let's bring up the shell. Come off of this one here. And we're going to make... This is going to be... you know what? We need to do this in stages. We need to print this in stages because there's going to be multiple pieces here. We're going to have multiple stages, so we need to, each stage is going to have to be printed separately. So what? Ooh, juices are flowing. The juices are starting to flow. Let's do something like this. Let's get back into this here. Let's do something. Solar 3DP, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? Did I take that to 88? I guess I did. Okay, so let's finish this sketch up and let's extrude this. Yeah, I haven't seen you around, Solar. How are you doing? Take this to 1250, so we'll do another 10, so that would be 2250. I do not want to join this. We're going to make this a separate body. So this is our first compressor. This is the main. This is going to be here, our first stage. Then we're going to multiply this by 3 times, and each time we do it, we're going to squeeze this. But real quick, those of you that are jumping in, we did set off the original one. You know, I do have it. I keep deleting it accidentally, and I have to keep sending him messages. You did see the video? Yeah, we'll play it again real quick. Jet flip. This is a slowed down version of it. So when we were analyzing it, it did have a flame. It did. This is a slowed down version, frame by frame. So we were analyzing it earlier today. It did make a mess. That was because of a fuel leak. That was because of a fuel leak. Oh, yeah. There's our little flame. It did go better than I expected, to be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to light. It did do better. That's me trying to blow it out. That's my dog being like, what are you doing? And then my dog's like, oh God, that's fire. It's hot. Winsing, welcome in. How are you doing today? I didn't use anything for a gasket. There's no gasket at all. That was the problem that you can see right here. Let's go back to that. Right here. That is where these two pieces come together. That is a point of failure. I had hot gases and fire and everything else coming out of it. So that definitely needs to have a gasket. That definitely because the combustion chamber is right there. So that was exploding. No, the combustion chamber was building up pressure and blowing it out the sides and blowing it out the back. So yeah, that was very that was interesting. So we definitely Builder was discussing earlier about using printing in ABS and smoothing it with acetone. So we could go that route. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. What the heck? That did not print. Why did that not print? Yeah, I can use some kind of putty. Ooh. I have some. I have that copper gasket stuff. I get back in here. For some reason, this did not print at all. Like, I don't even have any blobs or nothing. It didn't do a darn thing. It's like I don't have any film. Like it's printed without film. Okay, I don't know why I did that. No, I don't. I accidentally printed with the AMS on, and I'm using the external spool holder. I'm not using the AMS right now, and that was the initial problem. And then when I went to reprint it, I must not have had the external spool the whole way in. So it is in there now. So we'll print, disable the AMS. External spool good. Okay, we're good. Should be fine now. Should be fine.
Disclaimer. The projects witnessed here on Shenanigans 3D is under the guidance of common sense. Good luck.
Oh, that goes through my desktop audio, but that doesn't have... I'll have to look at it later. So, yes. What's the next thing we need to do? I gotta start thinking about how this is going to be assembled. So we got the motor mount here. The motor mount, the motor's going to go in. We're going to assemble the motor and the connecting rod and the shaft. The coupler is going to go through into this little section right here. The coupler will be in there. And then there's a bearing on the bottom of this right here. There's a bearing back in there. So there's going to be a bearing on behind this. So the bearing is right there. This ring is going to be separate. So this is what we'll see. Let's see here. So we'll have the motor mount. The motor will slide in. We'll mount the motor, mount the coupler, mount the axle. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I've seen these before. I definitely need that, don't I? What do we need for it, though? Thank you for this. I'll look into this. Bamboo Y splitter AMS auto close switch. Okay. I'll look into that. That's something definitely need to print out. Just a micro mini limit. I have a bunch of those. I have like half a dozen of those micro switches laying around. A 6x3 round PC4 M10 fitting. You're all good, worn down, and can't wait to go to Colorado. Yeah, I would have loved to go, be able to go to that. Maybe next year. I'm trying to swing Murph. My plan was to do East Coast last year, which I did. And then this year do Murph and Printopia. And then next year do Rocky, do all three. Do Rocky, Earth, and then so one step at a time. Yeah, I got a bunch of those micro switches laying around. I needed one of them, and I wasn't able to get just one. I had to buy a bag of six or so. What did I need it for? I needed it for something. I think I needed it for that Core XY build. Okay. My brain's starting to hurt from all this. So let's save the design and let's get into something else. This is Grill Master 6,000, or no, 8,000. It's 8,000. V version 3. So we'll save that. We'll still do some designing. Need it for a printer, I know, right? So let's close that out. We're going to get into another thing we were discussing last night before I ended the stream last night. I want to build my own printer. I've been wanting to do this for a while. And towards the end of the stream last night, we were actually looking at extruded aluminum and the sizes of it. Let's see if I can. I gotta go back online for this. Build a bug boot. No, I'm talking about a big printer, one that I can stand in or sit in. And Build a Robot and I were discussing this in the stream last night, and we were looking at parts and components. And it would be for the aluminum framing itself is going to be around 300 for the frame itself. I got a bunch of boards. I have some boards. I have some extruders. So I do have some parts for it. It's not going to be some kind of fast boron kind of like high-tech kind of thing. It's just going to be a big printer. We're using 1300 millimeter extruded aluminum. So we're looking at a build plate of about 1,000 millimeter. So we're looking at about 1,000 millimeter cubed is our build area. That's what we're looking at. Yeah, we got to. Yeah, it's not that much. We were looking into it, and I got boards. I got most of the stuff. Most of the main components. I just need the extruded aluminum. I need the screws. The build plate's going to be stationary. Okay, the build plate's going to be on the bottom. It's going to be a Core XY, I guess, whatever. But the print head's going to move up instead of the build plate dropping down. That way we can go lighter on the components that support the build plate. Then the pill orange. But yeah, 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000. That's our goal. Oh, you're back. Welcome back. I found a website that sells the aluminum. Let's see if I can bring that up. What helicopter races to rescue? Huh? Let's see where's my bookmark. Tesla semi-changing the rules of the road. Yeah, we're not changing that stuff. There's already enough rules as it is. Let's see here. Where was that at? It does not look like I had it in. That might have been. I run two different internet things. is on this. Where? I don't want to bookmark Google. I can never find what I was, my saved stuff. Let's try this. No, that's searching history. I don't want to be searching history. Close my history out. How do I close my history? Just close out the tabs and start a new tab. I think this is it, 8020.net. I think this is who we were looking at last night. Wait till my window's open. I'm pretty sure this is who we were looking at. Yes, it is. Yep. Okay. We're looking at the 2020 here. And if we do a length of, we were figuring out we need like 1300 is our length. And how many pieces did we say we needed? Jack in the Box food. So if we do, it's 1540. And we need 20 pieces of this. But we figured out we needed 20 pieces of this, and it's gonna come to about $308 for the frame and all of the aluminum that we need for this. Which isn't bad, to be honest with you. Wolfie Breed, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? I didn't see you pop in here. You did not alert me. How are you doing today? We had to keep it bugged for slightly. Oh, there just now welcomed me. Heathen. The free heathen is in the house. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? We were going over last night's event, and we're redesigning a little bit. That's what we were doing. We better make sure the bamboo's printing. I'm having issues with the bamboo not printing all of a sudden. It is printing. That's almost done. And now we're kind of following up what a few of us were talking about last night. About building my own printer with a 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000 build volume. We're looking at the printer right now. Well, we're looking at the extruded aluminum for it right now, and for all the aluminum, for all the framing and everything that we need, we're looking at about $300 for it. So I'm gonna have to start busting my butt and try to raise that up. But anyway, yeah, that's what we've been doing. How are you doing today, my friend? Fundraising time, exactly. Fundraising time. Did you see did you see my melted ball of pt2? Tired and happy, huh? Did you see the video? We were analyzing that earlier today. I've been streaming for 6 hours, I think. I had to shut my stream down about an hour ago to reboot to redo it because I had some issues with audio, so that's why I was only saying an hour. But yeah, I think I started streaming around 11:30, something like that. But then I just shut it down an hour ago to reboot everything. Should you send a $50 bill in order to So, oh jeez. Sorry about that. I had a cough attack. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna start working on this. We're gonna start modeling this up. Just get an idea of what we need to do. But we did start working on the redesign. What is my dog doing? We did start working on the redesign of the flame thingy, but for some reason it's not showing up. Let's recover a document. What time is it for? So it might show back up when I close everything down because I might not be. No, I am on. It should be my recent data, but it's not. Don't know where it went. Has anybody printed out? I know what we can do. A maker coin. Has anybody printed out maker coins yet? Well, I know they have, but does anybody have one handy that they can get a measurement for me? It's not uploaded into the cloud yet. Yep. If you don't mind, give me a measurement on that, please. I need a measurement. I need the diameter of it. 52 millimeters the diameter? Good. Okay, so this ring right here, thank you, Solar. We're going to... There's a design I've been wanting to work on. I was going to keep it secret and just kind of throw it out in things, but we'll do it today. I'll start it today, and I'll get up on things. Where did that motor go? Oh, right here it is. So we printed this. This is the motor mount. This is the new motor. This is the new motor mount for the new and new version 3 of the Grill Master. And I completely screwed up and forgot to model for this little lip. So we fixed that. And this is just a slice of it. All right. So no, I did this on stream. It's just a little sliver right here. I didn't want to reprint the whole entire model. So we'll see if this fits in here. And it does. There's no play. It does go. That's the little lip right there. It does go over the little lip. It stops where it's supposed to. So that's good. We got that fixed. So that was a design flaw on my end. I completely forgot about that little hump that goes the whole way around. So that is fixed. We can fully print this now, and we'll have that little ring. Good deal. So let's go into an idea that I have. The whole poker chip thing is pretty cool. I have yet to print them out. I'm hoping that they will stick around. I'm hoping that will happen for all the other events. And Free Heathen, I'm sorry I missed your show yesterday. I did jump in there. I jumped in just as you were raiding out. I did the Johnny 5 redemption. I don't know if you caught that or not, but I ended up falling asleep. Instead of sleeping for 2 hours, I ended up sleeping for like 4 or 5 hours, which I needed. But I'll watch your VOD. Turnip. So, growing up, I remember my parents and everybody coming over. You know, I was born in the late 70s. I was born in 77, right? So, ads? Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll get this all set up while we go through the ads. Actually, I'm going to let my dogs out. They didn't want to go outside. So we'll come back in here, get this all set up, and we'll start off with, was it 52 millimeters? I need to print some of them out actually for this, for the photograph. But growing up in the 80s, right? I would remember the 80s because, no, of course I don't remember too much when I was, up to 3 years old or so. But I remember all my parents, their friends would come over and they'd have like, just hangouts on the weekends, right? It's just how it was, how I grew up, out in the country. People came to my house and everybody partied. And you understand I'm less than 20 years back, thank you, my friend. My mother was young when she had me, and my sister's only 2 years younger than I am, so my mother was young. My parents were young. Yeah, exactly. Good neighbors. I have excellent relationships with my neighbors. The only two neighbors I can physically see is the one that's right over here, and they're about 3 or 400 yards away from. No, they're 400 yards away from me because I measured it once when I was flying my quadcopter, when I was doing the autonomous flying. I have a barrier. I have a 400-yard barrier on it, so if it goes beyond 400 yards, it will come back. And they're from the center of my house to their back porch is 400 millimeter, or not 400 millimeter, 400 yards. And then my other neighbor, which is a farm across here, they are probably about 800 or 900 yards. That's across the street and stuff, across the field and stuff. They're the ones I can see. Because I'm too young to do drugs. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. But anyway, I remember this one, because my sister and I used to play with this all the time. Poker chips. Do you remember the round carousels that held the poker chips? And then it had 2 decks of cards on top, and it would spin. I thought about that the other day, and I want to make one. I want to 3D print one for these maker chips. So that's what I'm going to work on this week. My goal is to have it up. Busy. That's why I haven't been into your channel this week. No, the audio is out of sync again. Yeah, I know. We can get it done quickly. This has been a very, very busy week for me. So if they're at 56, let's just do... What's the dimensions on one of those? Let's do 150. No, we need more than that. We need to just do 200. So we need to have it print into bamboo, so we'll do 200 for now. I want to see... You said they're, what, 52 millimeters, right? So that would be 26. So let's do from here. Let's come in 26. How big is that deck of cards? That's 26. And if I do that, we need to bring this up a little bit more. Circle, just get that out of the way. That's too much, but we can put that circle in there, we can move it around. Because they had the slots on this side. I guess we could do it at that, and then I can just, yeah, let's do that. Let's revolve this. Actually, before we revolve this, let's go back in that sketch and fix that sketch. Looks like we can go from here up to here. That would probably be, we can do it straight and I can just curve it. So let's bring this down. We need to make it bigger than 56 actually, or 52, because we need to have some play in there. We can come here. I think we go here, go to that. Is that lazy carrot? You're starting to feel like yourself again. Well, good, buddy. Okay, so I'm good with that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I didn't want to finish that sketch. Let's get back into that. Let me get rid of this circle. Let me get rid of that. Hey, Hyper Robotics, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? I think this is going to be too big, but that would be okay. We need to go with this one here. We need to make this bigger, because if the chips are 52, we wanted some play. So we go to this, and this is what? That's 28, 27. We go to that. That will work. That will work, chat. Let's get a big screen. So you'll see what I'm doing. You should snap in place. There you go. Snap in place. And then of course we have builder bot destroying everything. Destroying everything. Let's do another revolver thingy. And let's take it to this one. That's 100. That should be good. Oh, you know what I'm doing? That is not right. That will not give me my cut that I want. And that is going to be... Well, that's really windy. That is not going to be... We gotta get rid of that. That's not going to work. I just realized something. That's not going to work. Come on, delete. Let's go back into edit. Just do a new sketch. Okay, so we need to do the circle first. And we're going to do this at 200 millimeters. We'll finish that. We're going to bring this up. How high is this? How high are these? An idea. I'm trying to do this from memory of my childhood. And I think if we will do 100. We'll do 120 height, and then we're going to take it to maybe 150, but we're going to do a 120 first to get our main body, and then we're going to curve this up around, but we'll do that after we do the initial thing. We also have to come in here and hollow this out, and do a thingy here, a base, so this can rotate. So let's go into this. Do another sketch. Get rid of this. Can't get rid of that sketch for some reason. There we go. The only time you could wear a helmet was, yeah, we never wore. Oh no, I take that back. I take that back. I did wear a helmet. My helmet was, it was the round, like fishbowl looking helmet, right? But it was sparkly green. I mean, it was like, I don't have any. It was very, very close to this color, to be honest with you. It was very close to this color, but it had sparkles all through it. But it didn't have any lining. There was no lining in it. It was just the styrofoam that was only like that thick. So it just bounced around on your head as you're driving down the road, or wherever you were. You know, we drove out through the woods and all that stuff, but. So, let's get another sketch going here, shall we? And we can put this sketch. Well, we can move this sketch. So, we're gonna make this 54. If we make it 54, that would, and if they're 52, that would be a millimeter on each side. That would be good. So we'll do 54. I should have did that in the construction. Let me redo that. That needs to be done in construction. So we'll do 54. And the reason why we're doing it in construction is because this right here, this is what I need to... My dogs are mad about something. Oh, the male is mad at the female for some reason. God only knows what that could be. That's 14 millimeters. That's the slot. 14 millimeters. What's that look like? Oh, I think that will work. I think 14 millimeters will work for that. Okay. My female is in heat, so she's been very, very, very moody. Not moody. She's been very cuddly, but she's been ripping into my male. She's been very affectionate lately. Yeah, we're still going. It's been a while since I did a long stream like this. Okay, so let's go to this line here, and we'll bring this out to there, and we will come down to this one. We will go to that one, and you'll see why I had to do another sketch for this. Let's take the arc. There we go. We'll finish this sketch. You don't know what she's gonna do. Yeah, my females, they're both, my male's been very cuddly lately. I went to bed last night, and I don't really let them sleep on the bed. Every now and then I'll let them get up there and sleep. But he jumped up on the bed last night and he laid his head down on my chest and fell asleep that way. And he's a big dog too. And I was like, he is a pretty big dog. Heck, he's 90-some pounds. He's what, 96 pounds, I think. Okay, so we're going to extrude this. We need to turn this into a body. We'll do two-sided because I need to bring that up there. Or when we do our other cuts. This needs to be... We can't have this whole way down. We need to bring it up about right there. That should be good. Do this as a new body. Hit OK. Now we're going to revolve this around. If I remember correctly, there were 6 to 8, and we might have to readjust this. The sizing of all this. The object is going to be this. Oh no, that's not. What am I thinking? That's the wrong. This is going to be the object. And I'm on the wrong plane. So there's 6. There's 8. Oh, we can fit 8 in here. What's the dimensions of a deck of cards? So 2.5 inches wide and 3.5 inches tall. So the thickness of it is 10 millimeters. So we'll need to factor that in here in a second, but let's get this done first. Good on that. Let's get this cut. So we'll select our main body, and then we will select our why are you giving me problems here? I think this is too small. Yeah, exactly, Hybrid. There's nothing you can do. We're going to keep these tools. Now, the reason why I'm keeping these tools is for when we do the top part of this, we will still have these tools. We can do our cuts. We don't have to remodel them. But we are going to have to hide them. We can actually take them and we'll put them in a component, so that way we can hide them separately. Just keep them hidden. We can cut from them later. That is not going to fit a deck of cards. Maybe. I don't know. Let's sketch up a deck of cards. Deck of cards is what? 10 millimeters by, what did I say? 3.5 inches. What's 3.5 inches for? Millimeters. Oh, that's not going to fit. We can probably do 2.5 inches. We can have them stand up. So we're looking at like 66. So we can do 66 by 12. Let's do a 66 by 12. 12 millimeters, tab, and 66. We could probably fit that. We could probably fit that. Let's center it up though. We also have to put a handle in here too. I think we're gonna be good with that. Let's get that's a pretty good idea. I like that idea, Bezos. QR codes for the designers. I like that. You've been really hammering out the jewelry. I like that. I don't chat much in you guys' stream because most of the time I'm working or doing other things, but I do pay attention to all that stuff. And I really like those earring things you've been doing. I like those. I'm gonna mirror this. should not mirror that yet. Your new keychains have been modified. I should recalibrate that machine and print that. That's a bummer. That I was looking forward to that being. Now, what would we do? Print it at 400%. Yeah, it does that after every like 6th or 7th print. It will do that for some reason. Let's get rid of this sketch. Let's go backwards. Let's go back, undo finish sketch, undo mirror. Because I want to curve this. With curving this, we should probably make it longer. Oh, I have it constrained, that's right. Take this to 16 millimeters, should work for that. Let's take this to 70. And then let's move the entire sketch over. Because we need to think about the handle, but we also need to think about the carousel part of it. So we should be okay there. No, we're not. Why is this off? This is off. What is off about this? Oh, I know why. Because we added to it. So that's, how many is this from? Looks like it's still off a little bit. Let's go back into the sketch, edit again. It needs to come down a little bit. That looks spot on right there. What am I sketching this in? 1 millimeter. Okay, so we got like 2 millimeters there, so that's going to be a little tight. What's the distance here? That's got the same distance on that. I think we're good with this. Really? You have the same thing with the bamboo? Yeah, it goes into, it's the second extruder gets all wacky. It's got dual motors on it for the Z, and I think it's like after every 5 or 6 prints, it gets a little misaligned. So I gotta go through and recalibrate it. So we're making it so where the deck of cards are going to be standing up instead of this way. They'll be standing up, and that's 3.5 inches. So now we can do the mirror. I'm happy with the way that looks. So let's mirror this. Now we can I will be right back. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait here a couple minutes. I gotta force them to go outside. They're getting kind of a little crazy. I'll let them outside for a little bit while we do this. Okay, so extrude this and this. We're gonna do double-sided. We'll take this all the way up and then we will come down here. We need 3.5 inches, but I want the cards to stick out. What's 3.5? So we're looking at like 90 millimeters. So we should probably take it down to 70. We should probably take it down to 60. Let's take it down to 60 millimeters. We are going to create a new body with these, because if I do this, it's going to cut it, and I don't want to lose the tooling. So we'll do a new body, and then we'll come in here to the modify. We'll select our target body, and then we'll select these two bodies. We'll make sure it's cut, keep tools, and there we go. And then we will close that tool out and close that tool out, and that will give us the area for the deck of cards. Let's do the top, and we'll come back through and refine it, but we'll do the top for now. Let's get this sketched. I need to do an offset plane on this. We need to do an offset plane. Not an offset, but we need to do a plane at an angle. So we'll do this one here. Because if we don't, what's going to happen is we're going to go by this profile of this cut, and I don't want that. Yeah, thank you very much for the shouting. So we will just offset this by a little bit, not much. I can't see what's going on here. That offset, was that enough? Yeah, that'll be fine. I need to have it offset because if we try to do what I'm about to do here across here, we're going to have this little guy here to deal with. We're not going to have the proper dimensions of the circle. We can also use the sketch here on the bottom, but we already got an offset here, so we're good with that. We need to hide this body so I can get into the plane here. There we go. And we need to bring that body back. So now, when I do my sketching here, now we have the actual true diameter of this circle. See, we got the true diameter of the circle now. Let's bring this across from the front first so we get that. Hopefully that will snap in place. It should snap. I have the snapping turned on. It's not going to snap, but that's okay. Pete, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? No, we're not catching anything on fire today. Let this one run through. I'm going to go let my dogs out, so let this one, if you don't mind, please. No fire today. Today was just a recap of everything. And a redesign of everything. We did a new design, started a new design. We spoke about making a printer briefly, and then we got into this, which this is a poker chip holder that we're doing. Yeah, no, I don't want to fully fund them myself. If you'd like to fund them for me, they are having a fund drive right now. I was thinking about going down and getting a meal off of them today. Is that down below? That is up above, so we need to make this line. Come on. Why are you giving me problems? That is still down below that. I don't like that, so let's get rid of this line and we'll just do a line out to here. Yeah, I thought about going down. They're having what is it, chicken pot pie or something like that. I got it together a few weeks ago. It's pretty darn good. I like doing that. I like funding going to those little things. I think that looks pretty good there. This we can fix up later, but I think that's looking pretty good. So let's finish that sketch. Oh, what the hell? Now, how did I do that? Must have 3D sketching on. How did I manage to do that? Yeah, what are you doing in the shop working? It's business, man. You know how many times I've worked, like, do what you gotta do. Okay, let's get this all back to where it needs to be. Let's revolve this profile. We're going to add this, join it, hit OK. That should give us our top profile. Now, after I go let my dogs out, we'll get the top part cut and we'll do a handle. well, we'll do the handle last. We'll get top part cut. We'll get this part here taken care of, and yeah, be right back. Okay, ding dongs, let's go. Okay. All right. Dogs are happy. It's so nice outside. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful outside. Now let's start bringing in all this fun stuff. And bring in that body, and bring in that body, and then we're gonna do a modify. We're gonna combine a target body. It's gonna be that. Our tool bodies are gonna be that, 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 that. And what this allowed me to do is it allowed me to make the same cuts up on the top part that we did without having to re-sketch it. And we can get rid of that. We don't have to keep the tools now. We hit OK, and that should cut it all out and clear everything out. And there we go. We might have to make this bigger. The more I look at this now, we might have to make this bigger. Because if we start to do this, we're gonna have to make this bigger. That's gonna cut right into it. We're not gonna be able to do that because we're getting, yep, we gotta make it bigger. Okay, so let's back up to I knew we were going to have to do that. I knew that was going to happen. It's not going to allow me to go all the way back, is it? mess with that. I'm not even gonna mess with that. Let's do it again. So we did 200. Let's take it up to 220 maybe? Let's see what 220 looks like. So there's 200. Let's go up to 230. Maybe 220. No, let's do 230. What's an Ender 3? What's the print size of an Ender 3? 230, isn't it? You just want to see things burn, right? Ender 3's build plate is 230. Build plate size. I can't remember what size. I think it's 230. Yeah, so 235. The Ender 3 has a set build volume of 220 by 220. Yeah, so the bed size is 235. 220 is our max print. So if we go to 220, because I want to be able to have this print on an Ender. For those that don't have bigger printers. So we take this up to 220. That might be too much for the Ender. We'll find out. So let's get rid of this. And we need to extrude this. And what did I say for the first one? It was 100, wasn't it? Take this up to 120. And now we go back in here. Do our thing. And that was what, 52? But we're making it 54. Bring this down to about there. You just deal with the public. Yeah, so I'm making it for those with printers that do not work. I'm just keeping in mind of people that don't have some of the printers that we have, you know? What did I say? 10 millimeters, I think, was the 20 millimeters. We should probably do 20 millimeters. We'll do 16. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, did you get did you get your printer up and running? Hybrid Robotics. How does this look? Oh, that will work. Okay, this will work because now we can have the getting it working, getting dialed in. Okay, so that will work. That's plenty. I think that will be that will look a lot better. Before, instead of cutting this all out, let's do no, we'll cut this out. We'll cut it out. That's fine. Keep the tools. Okay. And let's go and we don't need to make, we'll just hide them. That is not modded for chocolate. Yeah, nope. Don't have one of those. Now, do you? Okay, so let's do the top here. Let's bring back in the sketch to the top here. And I'm trying to remember what the dimensions I had. What, 16? Oh, nope, that's not. It was 70 by 16. Let's move that up a little bit so it's out of the way of this. I think we're good there. I think that's good. That's, oh, I need to do this. Why aren't you allowing me to do that? I don't want that radius. We need to back that up. We need to change the fillet. I don't like how that's 4mm fillet. I don't like that. So let's take this up to, do a 2. I'll be happy with 2. Okay. It should be 2. That will work. Let's get back into that sketch again. So we need to do our mirror. We need to mirror the thing. So we need to do this. Construction, and we'll go down here like so. Go with that. Let's mirror this. Where's our deck of cards? I need to get rid of this little guy. What did I say I did that at? That's at 3.5 inches. I think I did put 60. It was 60 millimeters. We're not going to cut that. We are going to create new bodies so we can keep the tools. Yeah, the old good old chocolate. I would love to do that, but it's just one of those novelty things. I can see if you have a business doing that, like a small little cake decorating business or something like that. But I mean, you can't really go large scale with that because they already have machines out there that do that for large scale. There's a person that started up a local cake decorating bakery, kind of a small little thing out of her house here in my community. She makes cupcakes and basically cupcakes is what she's making. I can see her getting and using one of those, a cocoa press. I can see her doing that. That kind of scale where you're only selling locally. I have an orchard that's right up the street from me. They have a little mini deli bakery kind of thing in there. I can see them getting one, but I don't see restaurants getting anything like that. So there is a market for it. To have a cocoa press, there is a market for it. But as far as like us, like vacuum former with a normal printer. We should try some vacuum forming. Okay, so this, oh no, we're not ready for that part yet. We need to, yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that construction plane at an angle again. Degrees, that will work for me. Let's create the sketch. See, there it's off again. Not really sure why. Orientation. There we go. That's better. Okay, that's much better. Let's do our sketchy thing right here. Bring this out. Yep, the sketch is all lined up now. We brought this up like 10 millimeters, I think. How's that looking? That looks pretty good how it is. I'm happy with that. Let's finish it up. And we need to revolve it. Why is that not selecting? Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I like to do too, but it's trying to push it, you know. My Etsy shop was working out pretty good until it got to the point of it's costing more from fees and stuff than it was, you know, and then shipping and all that. And I was like, this is just too expensive, so I dropped that all off. Stop doing that. Now just sell locally, just to local shops. I haven't done it for a while. I really need to get some new designs and get some more resin in and get that stuff printed out. Okay, so let's bring back our tools. Where's my... Oh, they're all back, okay. We'll modify this. Target body is going to be this guy. And our tools are going to be this one, this one. Okay, there we go. That will be a lot better. Now, to make it authentic, we need to come in here to the render. We need to change the color of it. Your problem is time. Yeah, that's a problem for everybody. It's the time. Just my God, when do anybody has any time? Oh, I don't want powder coated. What the heck am I doing here? Plastic. I guess that stuff was made out of ABS, wasn't it? Well, it's probably made out of it's probably made out of I can't think of the word now. We need to make... I need to look at one. I haven't looked at one of these for quite some time. Poker chip carousel, right? What the hell? Antique poker, vintage poker chip holder for $175. So there's multiple sizes. I'm trying to see if they... for some reason, I thought they came out from the back, from the bottom, but they don't look like they look like they don't. So they are just. They just come out from the top. But the bottom is cut. Oh, so the bottom needs to go the whole way. It just needs to go the whole way down. Not the whole way down, but this needs to be cut. So we need to fix that. I thought you could slide them out from the bottom, like one chip at a time. There's a bunch of different designs. Most of them have the bottom cut out. So this is the one that I'm modeling after. So let me bring this up into view for everybody. This is the one I'm modeling. So it has the bottom. We need to cut out the bottom. We need to do the handle. This is easy. Are you making mega chips? Yeah, I'll get this up actually. I'll actually get this up and get it up on Bangs. Okay. So we need to do the bottom. We'll get the base of the we'll get the base of this done, and maybe the carousel real quick. Then I'm probably gonna call it. Yeah, it's 5:30 for me, and I gotta work tonight, and I gotta eat supper. I gotta make supper yet for myself. Not sure what I'll have. I think I'm gonna do some stir fry tonight. So let's do the bottoms. Do another sketch. We'll do the sketch here on this side here. And let's do that. That's 16. Is that big enough to get fingers through? No, it's not. It might be. This nut might need to be bigger. Might need to make this cutout bigger. We're going to need to make that bigger. Yeah, we'll need to make that bigger. That's not a problem. We can do that. I can do that. So yeah, this is what I'm making. I'm actually gonna call it here for now. I'll work on this while I'm eating supper. But I'm starting to get pretty hungry. Oops, snooze this ad, please. Okay. I'm gonna raid out now. I've been on a lot longer than I expected that I was gonna be on today, but that's okay. I enjoy hanging out with everybody. So yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna do real quick. Get that out when you do the handle, do a little bit of fine adjustings on this, and then get it up on things for Friday morning, Thursday night, Friday morning, whatever it is. So anyway, thank you everybody for stopping in. Let's find somebody who's out there that's streaming right now. Who is on? I gotta pay attention to this here because is there anybody that I'm following that's on? Zach is still on. Zach's on, but he's playing video games. Anybody you guys want to? Yeah, I know. I see all that. I'm not sure why 9.5 is not showing up for me. This whole news thing that they have here is really driving me bonkers. I have. Yeah, let's head off to AZ. Kim, you've never heard of Kim for the day? All right, well we can go off to Kim for the day. We'll head off to Kim. She's a Mogo. Oh, signed and yeah. Everybody's throwing like, but we'll head off to Kim. We'll head off to Kim. I've never rated her before. She is a Mogo. So we'll head off to her. Hit the click the little button. Thank you everybody for stopping in today. Yeah, it was just a real laid back stream today. So we'll head off to see what Kim's up to. I'll get this up. I'll be back here probably Tuesday. I'll try to get on my schedule for Tuesday. So everybody have a beautiful rest of your weekend, what's left of it. A great day and all that stuff. A good week. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Take care.